greeting you today with my massive bowl of spices. I've got spices in the cupboard, but there's not enough room on the shelf, so all the bagged ones are overflowed into here. And the reason I'm showing you that is because I'm gonna improvise a curry. My son is like doing stuff and we'll need to have dinner early, and in that kind of scenario I feel like it's good to have a pot of something that one person can dip out of when they need it, and then everyone else can eat it when they're ready. So looking at what I've got in the fridge, which is like some vegan chicken pieces and some vegetables, and I've got some coconut milk in the cupboard. I thought, I can make a curry out of this. So let's see how it goes. So I'm going to start off by browning the chicken. I'm going to cook the whole curry in this wok because it's non-stick, and that's good. It's useful. What am I looking for? Oil. That is what I'm looking for. I'm going to use this sunflower oil because you can use that in curries, and we don't use this very much, so this is quite an opportunity to get that used up. Just a little bit of oil in there, and get that on a medium heat. Roll this around so we get coverage all over the pan. Using these little vegan chicken pieces, they're made from pea protein, so there's no wheat, and I haven't used this brand before. I normally use a different one, but I'm trying this brand because their sausages are really good, and their vegan bacon is really amazing. So let's see how good the chicken is. That's heated up enough. Let's whack that in. Just going to get a bit of colour on that before we just make sure that they're all sitting in the oil. Get a bit of colour on the chicken so that when we add it to the curry it kind of looks nice. So these chicken pieces have been cooking for like a minute or something. I'm just going to turn them over. Don't know if you can see, but they are, get some tongs. They're browning now, so that's good. So I'm just going to brown them on both sides, and they look like they're seasoned already actually, but I might have seasoned them with salt and pepper, but I can see sort of pepper flakes on them, so I don't think I'll bother doing that. They look like neat little V shapes, all of them. That's a bit alarming. No, that'd be nice. Okay, I have to say, like, vegan meat replacements have come along so quickly. Yeah, I think it's amazing. You know, me and my son get really quite addicted to the vegan chicken. Like if you mix it with mayonnaise and sweet corn for a sandwich, it's a bit, can't stop eating it. All right, so that's just finishing off browning, and I have just chopped up some red onion and crushed 2 cloves of garlic. So when this is done, I'm going to remove that and move on to the next stage. Okay, this is ready to remove now. So I'm gonna pop this into this little cup that I've got. This is really useful, this cup. I use it to make, cause it's kind of like a small bowl. I never drink from it. My mum does, but she likes a bit of a latte in there. But anyway, I use it to make dressings or little things like that. Right, there's still some oil in here. Into this hot oil, I'm going to get a teaspoon, and I've got some cumin seeds here. I'm going to put a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and I'm going to put a couple of cardamom seeds, cardamom pods because cardamom goes great with chicken, and it's aromatic and kind of warming, and coriander seeds. So, oh, and I was going to do mustard seeds too. So they are flavouring the oil. Oh, better whack in the onion before that burns. Yikes! Okay. Phew, I think we saved it. In fact, that's looking dry. I'm going to add a bit more oil because the chicken's soaked up. We use quite a lot of oil actually in curry, so don't be scared. If you're using good oil, it should all be okay. Oh, that's smelling really good. What I'm going to add to that now, I've got a couple of green chilies here, fresh chilies. Sorry, I had a minor disaster there with the camera. I've split these two chilies. Oh, it's raining. Ooh, it's good we've got a curry. I've split these two chilies down the middle, so they're kind of, can you see that? And I'm going to chuck them in with the onions and stir them around. They'll just release their heat kind of gently without being too scary. And I've got that on a medium heat, like I'm not slowly sweating the onions, I'm kind of putting them on quite a fierce heat. My sister-in-law, who is Indian, tells me that that's how it's done. The onions are cooked quite fast and hot. So for the next part of our adventure, I have just chopped up some, I had like two-ish tomato. I had like two big medium tomatoes, and one of them had like a couple of slices taken out of them. So I chopped them up quite fine with some fresh ginger chopped quite fine as well. I'm gonna chuck that in. That kind of serves as like a paste, like a bit of a sort of curry paste. Oh, that smells really good. That's like a nice base. I'm going to let that cook down for about 5 minutes on a sort of gentle heat whilst I chop up this potato and some other vegetables, get them all ready. Right, that's cooked down a bit more now. Can you see it sort of it looks exactly the same. Well, I think it's mushed down a little bit more. So that's good. And I've got my chopped potatoes here. I've left the skin on because there's extra goodness in the skin. I've just washed that. That's fine. Okay, put these, it was just one sort of medium potato, like a Maris Piper. I'll chop them, pop them straight into the sort of curry paste, get them nice and coated. Oh, that looks really good. Smells really good too. Does smell excellent. On a cold, it's very windy today, rainy on a day like this. Oh. And when you're vegan and you miss chicken curry or things like that, to have a reliable substitute is quite pleasing. So I'm now going to add some leftover veg stock that I had from when I made too much for the soup. So that's good. That's going in. I maybe should have put the coconut milk in first. Never mind. I'm going to put that in now. So just 1 tin of coconut milk. Oh, do you know, I've just remembered I decided I was going to use soy cream because I had it opened in the fridge instead of coconut milk. Never mind. I will use that for something else. Because actually that keeps for quite a long time. So we're all right, I think. Yeah, see, I should have put the coconut milk in first because it would have, if you put it, There are solid bits in here as well that need to be broken down, and it's easier if it's not sitting in stock, in liquid, to break it down. But we'll just keep doing this and it'll be all right in the end. Yeah, so I didn't say, I'm actually gonna turn the heat up and bring this to the boil, and then turn it down once it's at the boil to a simmer, and pop the lid on. And I'm gonna add some, in fact, I'll add the chicken now because that will flavour, that's good flavour. I'll add that. So that's gonna sit in there. I'm gonna bring that to the boil, and then and then turn it down to a simmer and put the lid on, and then we'll put the veg that needs less cooking, courgette, in towards the end. Just realised I had some mushrooms in the fridge, so let's get them in there. This is basically nearly finished, but gonna just drop them in. That's like 4 fair-sized chestnut mushrooms, quite big chestnut mushrooms. You see, it just needed more nuggets of tastiness, if you know what I mean. So let's just give them a couple of minutes, and the chestnut mushrooms and the chicken are gonna work really well together and be very yummy and autumnal. Okay, I've just cooked some steaming fluffy white rice, which I'm going to pop in the middle of the bowl there. This is all ready, obviously, and nobody's gonna eat this now. Well, somebody might hoover this up, but we have to try it, don't we? So let's get a good ladle full of everything. Some courgette, some chicken, some red pepper, some mushroom is in there. That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's have a try. Okay. Let's get a bit of the sauce, bit of the chicken, I think that's my favourite bit. Hot. Oh my gosh. You know, that's really nice. I'm gonna have to stop because I'm supposed to be eating this for dinner tonight. It's hot. When that's cooled down, ooh, it's gonna taste even better. Just need the flavours to marry. But there's a subtle warmth and aromatic flavour just sort of behind there. It's not like a crazy spice. It's not crazy spicy at all. It's just very warming and comforting. I'll have to put it down because I will just eat the whole bowl. Right, so this has had like 10 minutes because the potatoes are quite small. Ooh, you can't see. That has like changed colour to become quite orangey, and that is looking really integrated now. That's that's great. So I also added some salt and pepper whilst you were away. So now I'm going to add some courgette and some red pepper because I had half a red pepper in the fridge and that was going to die if it wasn't used up. So these will only need like 5 minutes or something. If I had peas, I would put some peas in. I like peas in a curry. Also, I would put coriander, but I just finished our coriander yesterday. So that's going to stay like that. Actually, I put salt in, but you know what? I didn't put any pepper, I don't think. So I'm going to add some pepper. Oh, that's looking lovely. There we are. Pop the lid, or I'll stir that pepper in. Pop the lid on. Give that 5 minutes.